What if at this exact moment, every airplane in the sky suddenly stopped moving? Not slowed down, not gently drifted, just stopped. Please fasten your seatbelts. As if the universe pressed the world's worst pause button. Thousands of airplanes, millions of passengers, pilots, mid-sentence, flight attendants halfway down the aisle, frozen in midair. Sounds impossible, right? Yeah, it is. But let's imagine it, because imagining impossible things is our specialty. Right now, there are more than 10,000 airplanes flying around the globe. Commercial jets, cargo planes, private jets, military aircraft, and at least one guy who paid extra for a window seat and is very proud of it. All of these planes are moving incredibly fast. Most commercial jets fly at around 850 to 900 kilometers per hour. That speed isn't just for getting you to your destination faster. It's the only reason airplanes stay in the air. Planes don't float. They don't hang there politely. They don't flap their wings. They survive purely because of forward motion. Take that away, and gravity clears its throat. So if every airplane suddenly stopped midair, the first thing that would happen is not panic. It's physics. The wings would immediately lose lift. And without lift, an airplane becomes what it truly is deep down inside. A very expensive falling object. At first, passengers might not even understand what's happening. There would be a strange moment of silence. No engine noise. No vibration. Someone would probably say, is this normal? And then, the drop begins. Every airplane would start falling. Not slowly. Not gracefully. Falling. Some planes would tilt forward immediately and nosedive. Others might drop flat for a split second, as if confused, before gravity reminded them of the rules. Passengers would experience sudden weightlessness. Phones would float. Drinks would leave their cups. Someone's sandwich would become a tragic airborne projectile. And then the screaming would start. Pilots wouldn't have time to save the plane. You can't just restart flight. Airplanes need speed, airflow, and lift, not motivation. At high altitudes, planes would fall thousands of meters. Within seconds, gravity would accelerate them faster and faster. The ground would rush up very quickly. Some planes might briefly regain partial control if they fell in a perfect angle, but without forward speed, it wouldn't last. Most aircraft would crash, hard. Now imagine this happening all over the world. Over cities, over oceans, over deserts, over that one guy's farm who really didn't expect this today. Air traffic control centers would lose contact with every plane at once. Radar screens would light up like a nightmare. Controllers wouldn't even know where to begin. There wouldn't be enough emergency services on Earth to respond. Airports would instantly shut down. Runways would be useless. Landing plans would become optimistic memories. In cities, falling aircraft could hit buildings, highways, or open areas. Entire neighborhoods could be damaged in seconds. And the oceans? They wouldn't be safe either. Hundreds of airplanes would slam into the water at extreme speeds. Water might look soft from above, but at high velocity, it behaves like concrete. Survival rates would be extremely low. Fuel fires would spread across the surface. Search and rescue teams would be overwhelmed almost instantly. Within minutes, the global death toll would reach into the millions. And that's just the beginning. Because airplanes don't just carry people. They carry everything. Food, medicine, electronics, fuel, emergency supplies. Cargo planes are the invisible backbone of modern civilization. When they disappear, supply chains snap. Hospitals would run low on critical medicines. Countries dependent on air imports would feel it within days. Entire industries would pause. Global trade would collapse. Stock markets would panic. Insurance systems would implode. Governments would declare global emergencies. And for a long time after, people would look up at the sky and feel uncomfortable. Now here's where we take a breath. Because this scenario is terrifying, but also completely impossible. There is no force in nature that can instantly stop every airplane midair. To do that, you'd need to break Newton's laws of motion. You'd need to cancel momentum itself. And if you can do that, you have bigger problems than airplanes. You'd be rewriting the universe. Atoms would behave strangely. Planets might wobble. Reality itself would start asking questions. So the real lesson isn't about airplanes. It's about how precise and fragile flight actually is. Every safe landing you've ever experienced wasn't luck. It was physics working perfectly. Millions of calculations. Precise speeds. Exact angles. Constant motion. all cooperating to keep you in the air. So the next time you're on a flight and feel a little turbulence, just remember, the plane doesn't need magic. It just needs to keep moving forward. And as long as it does, gravity stays patient. What other impossible what-if ideas should we explore next?